Cruz has had some hiccups lately. Just what have you been seeing from him? Do you think fatigue is at all a factor with him?
Yeah, I mean, that's always part of it at this time of the year. But, it's just been hurt in some situations, behind in some counts where, they've got a pitch in their area and they haven't missed it.
Hedrick has been excellent all year long. We don't generally see him struggle like that. Just what were you seeing from him tonight?
Yeah, I actually thought from the side his stuff looked good. I thought his split was good. Diaz got him, looked like a little up and away on the plate. But overall, I thought his stuff was okay. They just, they put together some good at bats against them, and Diaz gets him for the homer.
That, of course, Aaron Boone discussing the struggles of Fernando Cruz and Brian Hedrick after the Yankees crushing 9-7 loss to the Astros, with the bullpen once again unable to get the job done. Let me tell you something. That loss last night killed me. Absolutely destroyed me. The vibes for the Yankees were so damn high. Last week was the best week the Yankees have had since Aaron Judge went on the injured list. Swept the Orioles, 2 out of 3 from the Blue Jays, setting up a big week at Yankee Stadium in the South Bronx. The hated Astros coming to town, the hated Red Sox coming to town, and this version of the Astros, they're just not any good. And the Yankees had the lead. Bellinger hit a homer, 3-run jack, great. Then you see Luis Garcia Jr., 4 hits, earns the pinstripes, puts the Yankees up, and the bullpen blows it. How the hell do you give up to this version of the Houston Astros? 6 runs. Incredible. Hedrick, who's been great for the Yankees, season high allowed, 3 runs. Houston, we have a meltdown. That is unacceptable. I mean, are you kidding me? Cruz was awful. Hedrick was awful. And Hedrick's been great. Cruz, I never want to see him again. I mean, in terms of the trust tree for the New York Yankees, he is absolutely the worst at the bottom of the barrel. It's like the roots of the tree. I don't want to see this guy. Ship him to Volpe land, AAA, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. I can't look at this guy in meaningful situations. And sure, you heard Boone reference it. Diaz hit a couple homers. Alvarez is the MVP. Honestly, I say this as a Yankee fan, Alvarez gives me the same vibes as Big Papi. I respect him. I hate him. He's dominant. He treats Yankee Stadium like his personal playground. He digs into that batter's box. He owns the plate. But some nights feel bigger than others. Take a look at the American League East standings. The Rays had already lost, and they're facing the Tigers. So if the Yankees win that game, it's 2.5, which is nothing. The Red Sox with a Jarren Duran grand slam in the 11th. 1 in extras. So now you have the Yankees holding on to the 2 spot, just a game and a half ahead of Boston. And the Rays are up 3.5. Now, let me say for the record, I still think the Yankees can and will win the division. And if the Yankees win the division, they're going to get the 1 seed, which is so important this year in the wide open, weird, wacky, weak American League. And I was on a high going into the game last night. How about the fact that Aaron Judge making his way back? This is great. This is news we could use. Greg Joyce from the Post broke the story. Judge taking batting practice. Let's go. Swing it on. Let's go. Max Fried is going to likely be back sooner than later. Saturday was thrown out as a day he could come back. Game 1, day-night doubleheader. Yankees, Red Sox. If you can get Judge back within a couple of weeks and Fried back this week, and it's Fried and it's Schlittler and it's Rodon and it's Cole, let's go. Now but you need to win a game like that last night. And the Astros, to me, and they're such a bad version of the Houston Astros, they're like Freddy and Jason from the horror movies. You think they're dead, you just quite can't kill them. That was just disappointing. And yes, I'll make sure, for the sake of fairness, I mention the George Lombard Jr. errors. I'll make sure that I mention fourth straight game, he has an error. Let me tell you something. You know who I blame for this? I blame Brian Cashman. Because Lombard Jr. is a rookie, a novice. He was called up in August. And I still love his defense. 4 straight games with an error. I'm not going to act like the facts don't matter here, okay? 4 straight games with an error. But the way he's so smooth and his range and his arm and his baseball IQ, his at-bats, the way he gets on base, the way he grinds. I give Boone credit. He's moved him up in the batting order. The problem I have is with the general manager, who tried to gaslight everyone, not me, to thinking that Anthony Volpe was legit. And if Brian Cashman would have gone out of his own way and stopped trying to cover his ass and his own ego on Volpe, and Lombard was up sooner rather than later, then he could have worked out some of these kinks before the end of August. So, to me, Lombard Jr. has a free pass because he's not Anthony Volpe, who was the worst for 2 years. And watching him was soul-sucking because he was terrible at professional baseball. So we've already seen more greats from Lombard Jr. than Volpe in a short period of time. Lombard Jr. in the month of August has done more good things for the Yankees than Volpe did in March, April, May, June, July. Simple as that. Even with 4 straight games where he's made an error. Nice job, Cashman. Nice job.